Hey LEGO fans, it's JANG here from JANGbricks.com with a LEGO Ninjago set review. This is set number 70505 with 565 pieces. It was released at the end of 2012 in some countries and early in 2013 in others. It's called the Temple of Light and it features the golden mech. Let's first start off with a look at the minifigures though. This here is Sensei Wu. And I just want to say, as I go ahead and rotate this around a little bit so you can see it from some different angles, I'm really happy that with Ninjago they stayed with the yellow color for the flesh tone of the minifigures. They could have gone with so-called flesh tone, but you know, what they call flesh tone isn't everybody's flesh tone. I like the use of yellow because it makes everybody the same. We're all just people. With the beard removed, you get to see what Sensei Wu's face actually looks like. Has a nice print on it, and you get to see more of the front of his uniform also. This is Lloyd in obviously the golden ninja form, and this is the second set in which I've gotten the golden ninja form of Lloyd, and has the exact same print, the exact same configuration of the figure overall. Really like the print on there. And it's kind of interesting, kind of different what they did with the face, using the dark red color for the print instead of a higher contrast black. This is a scout, and a scout is just a scout. Kind of the lowest common denominator of Lord Garmadon's forces. Small little guy, has a red quiver on his back, a gunmetal gray colored crossbow, and he has the primarily yellow colors in the face. Nice print on the torso though. I think this one's a little more cool. This is a warrior. You can see he has the primarily blue colors in the face, and I especially like the long black katana. It's in just such a flat black color that they molded that it just looks really bad, and not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. I like that a lot. I would like to see that used with some good guy characters too, and more of the black weapons. Hopefully after this season, once we get into the 2014 season, we can see the good side of Ninjago go a little bit darker and be a little more like the Dark Knight maybe. Speaking of dark though, in the Ninjago universe to date, you just can't get more dark than the fully Overlord possessed Lord Garmadon. Fully possessed here, with the full evil spirit of the Overlord within him, giving him the 4 arms, making him more creature than man. And you can see how they stacked those up. The entire upper piece is one piece. I will go ahead and take off the helmet so you can see what the face looks beneath there, and then I'll go ahead and take off the upper torso, and there beneath there you can kind of see the vestiges of the human rib cage beneath. All this here as a torso piece is all one piece, but because it's in a relatively nondescript color and doesn't have any real identifying shape to it, I think this is great for mock making or coming up with your own characters, because you can put on completely different arms and a different head and come up with an entirely different character that has 4 arms using this piece. So I think that's a really useful piece for customization, and it still works well for this specific character too. Alright, on to the Temple of Light itself. I'm actually going to close this up to show you how this can be made a little bit smaller, so it just kind of fits into a slightly smaller space like that when you have it fully closed up, and the kind of floor panels come together, makes it more of a building. You can actually turn this around, you can see the shape a little bit better of the building. It's really not designed to look good from the back, but it's actually okay. It's not bad. I'll show you how this little action here works later on, but like this, I actually like it. But for playing, you're going to want to open it up. You can either open it up part way, have kind of half and half, or go all the way. And I'm going to move the mech out of the way for now and just focus on the temple itself. And looking downstairs over on the left side, you can see there's a weapon rack and also a very nice lantern kind of hanging from the side. I'm going to zoom out just a little more so you can see just a little more of it. Nice detailing around the edges, you know, just nice use of color and texture on the support posts, and nice different colors. They really go together really well. But what's especially beautiful here is this window piece that they put in with the golden dragon print in it. It's actually frosted a little bit, so it's not completely clear, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful piece. One of the nicest looking things I think that Lego has ever printed, period, of any sort, on any set, in any theme. Very, very nice. You've got a ladder over on this side, black ladder. Get that to focus a little bit. And then inside of here, you've got the faces, the drawings or paintings of old masters. You've got another dragon insignia here, and you've got another on the back with a print. Now, I don't know if the print back there is written in any actual earthen language. If anybody actually has this set and has been able to take a good close look at the print on that sticker, if you know what it means, if it means anything, please do post up a comment. I'm really curious to hear about that. Really nice gong set right here. Very obvious what it is. Simple pieces, but well done. Over on this side, you get more of those same printed window pieces on the back. One little plant, more of the same details on the side, and another ladder. Going upstairs, you get to see the altar for the 4 elemental swords. And this is a great way, if you've not collected all the ninja that come with one elemental sword specific to each, you can just get all of them with this one single set. So that really helps this to be very useful from a collection building perspective, just to get those pieces. They're really nice. They're really nicely made, really nicely molded with multiple colors in them, and they actually fit right in there, or you can actually take them out. The idea is that you would actually have to bring the ninja here with the swords and then place them in to activate the golden mech. But for right now, we're just seeing this on display. Now, this upper level right here actually has a trap door on it, and that's what the little action on the back of this was for, is to activate that. It actually opens up like so, just kind of falls down. We'll take a look at that again, and you'll see that there's actually an extra dangerous thing about it, because it has a little dagger, a little golden dagger on the end of it, so it can actually cause damage to somebody down beneath, as well as causing somebody from above to fall down through there. And this works really well. It kind of locks into place, doesn't just slide around, so it's very, just feels good, feels like it's well made. And then finally, going upstairs to the very top, you can just see the detailing of the roof and the kind of pagoda elements up towards the top. They're fairly small, but they look very nice, and they have the small golden dragon, these are called the Norbert molds, one on either spire here. A couple more emblems with stickers used here. Nice use of a slope, putting that in at an angle, this upper roof piece. And these upper spires are completely covered all the way around, so you get the full cylindrical effect, and it just kind of finishes the whole thing off up on top and gives it just a nice overall finish and feeling to the whole thing. Now, what I took out of here to begin with was the golden mech. So let's go ahead and take a look at just that. An ancient old robot. Nice color scheme all throughout this thing, pretty consistent. Has good coverage on the back, so you can actually, pose this and look at it from different angles and not be like, I gotta turn it, I gotta kind of hide just this section. It actually does look good from all angles. And coming around, it's interesting that Ninjago is mostly based on Japanese-based lore, but when I first looked at these emblems here from a distance without seeing that it's black print, not blue, looks like the South Korean flag, actually. That kind of threw me for a loop. Maybe they're doing that intentionally, I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation you get. So you have ball joints here, and the way that they've shaped the parts, they give you a little bit of extra coverage on the sides with these kind of shoulder plates, but still plenty of room to raise the arms. So you can, whoops, that was my fault, just open that up a little bit. You can raise the arms. So very good articulation in the arms with the use of ball joints. And you also have the ability to open and close the 3-fingered hands here. Doesn't really hold on to this huge sword all that well. Would have been nice if there was an additional finger or something to hold it a little bit better. It's good for posing, but if you actually try to play with it, you have to kind of repeatedly squeeze these back together as they try to fall out, just because of the weight of the blade. Now down below, for a little bit more stability, they do include ball joints down at the feet, but not at the hips. So at the hips, you have these ratcheted joints that really kind of hold on to things a little bit better. And you can see, again, just from a little bit of vibration there and touching it just a little bit wrong, I was able to get this sword to kind of fall out again. That could get a little bit annoying, but you can pose this thing. I'm just going to leave that off for right now. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But you can pose it very easily in a walking kind of move. If this is kind of a more sturdy, more steady version of a walking pose. Unfortunately, you don't have any ability to adjust the knee. So you can make the feet kind of go like so. You can kind of go in between a little bit, make this whole leg come up a little bit more. Do like that. You have an actual, kind of a moving, more of a moving sort of pose to it. But you can't bend the knees because that's all just one technique, bent lift arm. So definitely missing articulation there, but you don't miss too much. Still able to get a lot of poses. I very much like the round body, the round center section in there, how that integrates with otherwise angular shapes throughout the whole thing. It's actually pretty good. I actually find that the ball joints in the feet or the ankles are a little bit too soft. You can actually kind of fall forward or fall back a little bit too easily. So that could have been a little bit better, but still overall, you get a lot of posability. The biggest problem here is holding the sword. You can pose it very easily, no problem, but when you actually start moving the thing around and playing with it, that becomes an issue. And as you've just seen, the sword will come out. Might as well put Lloyd in the driver's seat up here. You can see how Lloyd kind of fits in there. You can adjust the height of this just a little bit, kind of bring that down, kind of a shade, gives it kind of the open visor window kind of area, or you can lift that up farther if you want to be able to see Lloyd from a slightly higher angle. That's all up to you, but nice posability there and very nice print on this dish piece. Very, very nice, very nicely done, crisp lines, got that beautiful gold color and small details in here. Very, very well executed. A good looking thing, really great for posing, just a little bit lacking on playability. When it was first released, the Temple of Light in the United States was a $70 set. And with 565 pieces and nothing being too fancy, really the fanciest things are these window pieces, I think 70 bucks was just too much. As of the time of this video here, late August, early September 2013, things have been on the market for over half a year. Price consistently has come down to about 60 bucks. That's more like it. It now has a more reasonable price per part, kind of in the normal range. And for what all you get here, I think the value is pretty decent. I really wish that they could have given you a full set of Ninja, not just their elemental swords. I think that would have been nicer. Or even if they gave you, I don't know, it's kind of hard to bridge the storyline. Would have been nice to give the turret used to defeat this thing just as a small little build on the side, just to have something else to fight against. But That's really if you want to follow the actual canon storyline and you don't have much budget to get a lot of different sets to put them together. As a set just by itself, if you've got an imagination and you want to kind of combine various elements of the storyline together, mix things together, I think this ends up working out pretty well. And it's a beautiful temple piece, not too big. A lot of it is open space, but looks absolutely amazing, especially with those stickers and the printed pieces. The mech is decent, could have been a little bit better. I think one of the biggest draws of this set was the fully possessed Lord Garmadon there. That's a really good figure. And then of course you get the golden ninja again, in case this was the only set where you would be able to get Lloyd in his fully golden version. Goes well with the mech. And overall, I think it's a pretty decent set, especially now that the price has come down. So that's it for my look at this set. Thank you for watching. If you have your own thoughts and opinions on this set, especially if you have gotten it yourself, or if you've seriously thought about getting it and you've really looked at it closely and kind of researched it, please let the rest of the viewers know your thoughts on it. As always, you can follow all of my updates of everything that I do Lego related, including reviews, new and in the past, as well as custom builds at jangbricks.com. So I hope to see you there. And either way, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.